Rollins versus Ambrose. Main event, Falls Count Anywhere match, which is the stip that won the fan poll. Awesome match. I love this. Even better than their SummerSlam match. Easily the best thing on the entire show here on Monday. And I love that they got the main event spot, even if the ratings did not reflect that love. I love that they gave these guys a chance to go out there and end the show, and I thought they tore the house down. I love that clothesline spot where Ambrose does the old Nigel McGuinness bounce out of the ropes deal into a lariat, turns Rollins inside out, sells it like a champ. Then comes Dirty Deeds. Ambrose seemingly has the match won, but Kane comes out, yanks him out of the ring, chokeslams him on the announce desk. With the crowd heat for that near fall, for that brief moment, it reminded me of a hot title match on Raw during the Attitude Era, where Steve Austin would have the match won, but one of the heels, like one of McMahon's henchmen, would yank the referee out before the 3, and the place would just go nuts. People were just losing their minds. We kind of had a moment like that there. It didn't last too long, but for that moment, it felt like a throwback to those days. That's how hot the people were for this. Kane and Rollins conspired together after the match to take Ambrose out for good. You saw what happened. They did the deal with the styrofoam cinder blocks, which I thought was lame when Scott Hall used it on Steve Austin's knee leading up to WrestleMania 18, and I thought it was just as lame here. But they had to do something to get Ambrose off TV for a while to film his movie. Somehow this resulted in Rollins being declared the winner of the match. I know it was Falls Count Anywhere, but I don't remember him pinning Ambrose. I guess because maybe he was unable to continue. They made it a forfeit. I don't know. They're doing an angle on the website where Ambrose apparently escaped from the hospital after the show. He is now on the loose, which is pretty cool. They can have Rollins acting scared and on edge for the next several weeks until Ambrose surprise ambushes him when he's ready to return. Hopefully that sets up a Hell in a Cell match between them in October. Unless Ambrose can come back in time for Night of Champions, I guess it's possible. But I'm more looking forward to the possibility of a Hell in a Cell match, to be honest with you. That's what the Hell in a Cell stip should be used for. To blow off a feud like Ambrose versus Rollins, it was tailor-made for that stipulation. And that was Raw. I still think that we need to give Roman Reigns a chance because a lot of people are jumping on the guy for no good reason. I think they're just way too impatient. But, boy, after this show and this main event, it's obvious to me they already have something big in Ambrose. Like with Reigns, they have something in him already, and the end goal is for him to be really big. And I think they're going to get there. It's just going to take a little bit longer. It's going to take some months before they get there. With Ambrose, he's already there. And I don't know if they realize it or not. Maybe they do and they don't care because it's not part of the plan. But they've got something big in this guy. They obviously know what they have with him because they wouldn't have given him a movie role, if they didn't have other things planned for him. But do they act on it? I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier when I was running off the list of possible challengers for Brock Lesnar during his title run and how I think the end game is Roman Reigns at WrestleMania next year. But would they call an audible here and shift Ambrose into that spot if he can maintain that popularity and continue to get better and get over even more and do Lesnar versus Ambrose at some point? I don't know. That's one of the questions I think that we should watch for over the next several months. Do they stall this guy's momentum because it's not part of the plan? Or do they change course maybe if Reigns is not getting over at the level they had hoped, if the people finally turn on the guy or he just doesn't improve from where he's already at, and they decide, you know what, this guy's more polished, let's go with Ambrose. Very curious to see where Ambrose is 6 months from now.